going to be giving you messages from mid-July to August of 2025. Craft just flipped over, wanted to make itself known here. I don't know if maybe some of you have hobbies or you're working on them, or maybe it's part of the reading, but I'm technically not taking cards yet. Anywho, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course, my North Noders come on in. If you are a South Node, low vibing kind of person, we may be talking about you. So just know that. Yeah, and I just had spying. Wanted to, yeah, cross watching is always welcome. However, right? And we all do it. Plus, we're all different signs. We're more than one sign, Aquarius. You have 11 other placements, you know? All right, anyway, I called in everybody's angels and spirit guides and teams and the higher galax and the ascended masters and all of that already. So we're really just show me what I need to see. I'm going to pull the vibe here. My homemade handy dandy oracle. All right, when I get a bunch, I take the one on the bottom. Horses, free spirit. Somebody has a free spirit here. And I feel with horses, there's like a lot of like horsepower, like power, free spirit. It's powerful, whatever that is. That's the first thing I got out of that. Okay, show me. Chatterbox, blah, blah, blah. Somebody talk too much. Yeah. Usually when people talk too much, their chakras are blocked. Show me what I need to see. My kitty just woke up. Me too. Come here, me too. Come here. Hi. Sometimes he jumps on the table. I hope he doesn't right now because I have that candle lit. Bessum, right here, dead in center in the reading. This is going to be crowning you for a few weeks. Bessums are witches' brooms, right? Or your broom in your kitchen or closet, you know, and when witches sweep the house and clean and whatever, they sweep the negativity right out the door, right? So somebody's cleaning house. Somebody's getting rid of the toxins, the South Noders, maybe. You know, I was just talking about that. Maybe the people that are in a lower vibration, maybe they're trying to clean up their own vibration. Okay, purple, something about purple. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Hi, Aquarius, popping in and out. Hi, EJ. Hello, one more, yep. Fairy tale, somebody's in a fairy tale, possibly. I'm not sure. Hi, Chantal. Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you. I think of you often. Never see you anymore, but I think of yous. All right, however, before I get into my tarot, I wanted to take 4 of my elemental oracle cards and get more of the vibe. So we're going to do that. My candle's burning out. Oh, there it goes. One last little kick there. Show me what I need to see. All right, desert came out. Solitariness. Solitude. I can't pronounce half the words on these cards. Yeah, horses, free spirit. Horses, you know, I guess over in the Midwest, the horses, it's kind of desert, mountainous, you know, the horses out there. I don't know if that pertains to anybody, but this does give me a little bit of the Hermit card vibe. You know, she's kind of swinging through the desert. I like it. Thinking, I feel like somebody's trying to raise their vibration. or something so far. But anyway, I need 3 more of these cards and we can move on. Pressure, transformation, yeah. Ooh, things are like at their boiling point, maybe. That's cool, Chantal. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like things are getting to a pressure point, right? For someone, something possibly with the chatterbox and the toxins, or maybe even, it's all combined here. Then I have dark matter, mystery, dark matter, number 38 for those who care. Yeah, dark matter. Hello. Like black magic-y, very dark, very sly, cunning. Um, I'm getting sneaky and just very spiteful behaviors there. Something's under pressure. Someone maybe is under pressure. Another one, please, and we can move on. Whoops. All right, I'm taking the one on the floor. Hold on. Hold your horses. Ugh. The equator, to be made equal. Yeah, it's like the justice card. What's fair is fair. If I'm getting like fairy tale made equal. Somebody's living in a fairy tale. That's what I feel. This just came out. 9 of Pentacles, nice. I like it. This is about abundance, right? Horses, free spirit. Somebody could be on their own here, very independent, right? They're on their own in the desert, solitary type energies, but free spirit. And I feel powerful. I feel like there's a powerful energy there. This energy, however, that powerful energy is very dark. It's about ready to explode, or it's about that. Oops. King of Wands, yeah, chatterbox. This definitely could be an entrepreneurial type energy because it's in the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Somebody could be self-employed or in management somehow, or maybe a boss. Yeah, 10 of Swords, very painful. Cleaning out the toxins, right? Look at all the blood that was shed. Yeah, that's crowning you. So getting over that, right? This is about ruin. This is about rock bottom here, right? Something was ruined. It's a nightmare. Purple right over it, dark matter. I feel like somebody's either a black witch or a false prophet, black witchy kind of thing, or something. Yeah. Dismay, grief, anxieties, possibly nightmares, nail biting, right? Unfortunately. Yeah, my hands are dirty. I was in the garden already this morning with my coffee, first thing. Every day. Yeah, 8 of Wands over here. Fairy tale, yeah, some kind of communication is coming in quickly about this or something. Somebody's in bad judgment. This independent one here, the free spirit, I feel is calling judgment, possibly. 3 of Pentacles down. Yeah, this could be bad counsel, bad teamwork. Things went awry, possibly in threes, right? Chatterbox. Somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, and the pressure is building. Okay, I feel like a tower moment, with this darkness or whatever that shit is. Yeah, we have the 8 of Wands and now we have the 9 of Wands. Something's coming in quick. Somebody's planning on coming in with messages about this pain and toxicity. All right, that's cool. At least we're talking about it, right? Yeah, somebody was left out, ostracized. You know, this is a very disabling situation or feeling I'm getting, possibly. Somebody's favorite color could be purple. Purple is also related to mysticism and royalty and wealth and all that beautiful yummy stuff, right? It could also be um your either third eye or higher or crown chakras, depending. Some people call your crown white. Some people think it's more purpley. I'd consider it white. Purple is your third eye to me, but it's close enough, whatever. Anyway, people are trying to, I feel like somebody is moving money around or they're assessing it. They're planting seeds. They're planting a nightmare actually about the past is what I see, but it's going to play out differently for everybody because there's a lot of Aquarius scenarios, right? And it's going to depend on where you are in the story as well. I need a bunch of cards, please. Okay. The Hermit reversed. King of Cups down. Seven of Swords down. Yes. Ace of Swords crowning you. Two of Pentacles down and Eight of Pentacles. The Hermit reversed. Fairy tale. They refuse to do the inner work. They refuse or do not want to. Here's the truth, right? I'm thinking with toxic truth, possible lies here. And if it is lies, I feel like they actually believe them or something. But the clarity, it's about clarity and it's coming in for you, right? Things are happening fast. Somebody out there could be on the way of saying, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. My life is fine. I'm fine. Are their relationships fine? Are things in their life fine though? Really? That's the question here. Somebody's very hateful. I feel like it's all about hate. Yeah, dark matter, pressure. Somebody's under pressure. They hate this, right? There's no love here. People are very emotionally imbalanced over the bad judgment, right? Somebody's a free spirit here. They're not dealing with lies or thieving. And if there is, and people are stealing out there, then I feel like they know about it, or something. But it's about getting rid of the toxins, right? And sweeping it up and cleaning it up, right? This community of people here, right? Yeah, it's about truth and clarity, fate, karma, destiny. And that sword cuts both ways, man. It's sharp on both sides. So maybe is there a sacrifice here? This is a painful ending, right? Somebody needs to clean their act up with all this dark matter and pressure, right? Very imbalanced, out of control, right? Purple. I feel like somebody's so mad they're actually turning purple, not just red. Whatever. They need to work on their own garden here, is what it is. Eight of Pentacles is working like a busy bee, right? Whether it's on issues at home, work itself, whatever you're crafting, right? You're working on your tree of life. The Eight of Pentacles is working up to the 10, which is the tree of life, right? That's what everybody strives for, is the 10. So yeah, I mean, But these are about lessons too, and the fairy tale of it all, things to be made equal. All right, so everything in these cards has to do, yeah, there's no love here, see? There's no love. That's what these cards are about. I knew, I felt it. I said it earlier. That's just thank you, Spirit, for validating. I'm going to switch decks. We're going to get a little deeper and clarification and validation. Try and get deeper and figure this out here. Show me what I need to see, Spirit. Aquarius. The equator is to make things right, because it's like the justice card in this situation. Polar opposites made right, right? Making it fair, whatever. That's what it is. This is very level. 4 of Pentacles. I'll leave it like that. This one's up. King of Swords. Yeah, somebody's bugging you. Something's bugging you. This King of Wands is looking away from it, though. They don't want nothing to do with this King of Swords. There's 2 masculine energies, male or female, right there. Chatterbox, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's under pressure. I feel like the truth is putting them under the pressure. You know, it's building. They can't keep up with the lies or something. You know? Somebody's on their own here, very independent, doing good. I think people hate it. Why? Why do people hate that somebody's doing good? What is wrong with that picture right there? Huh? That's what we need to ask ourselves. The magician making it, yeah, the creator. The one who creates. I feel like this magician caused this 10 of Swords, right? They created this ruin, right? That's what I feel there. Here's the truth right here. It's all messages coming in soon. In the next few weeks, couple weeks, could be today, tomorrow, 4 weeks. It's coming in, whatever this message is. 9 of Pentacles. Now we have 2 9s of Pentacles on the table. This is fulfillment, right? I get the cup energy as well. It's about abundance and fulfillment. Somebody's on their own. They're very independent from this nightmare, right? She's kind of tilting her head and looking away from this one, you know? Purple. Something about purple. I need a bunch of cards, please, Spirit. Show me. Oops, there's a bunch right there. I love it when they listen to me like that. 2 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups, dead center in the reading, 4 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like people are making plans to communicate, something like that. This fairy tale, trying to make things equal. The fairy tale tells me that there's some kind of spell casting, right? Or mythical, like it's not right, it's not real. Somebody's living in a fairy tale. They're living in their own created fairy tale, is what it is. You know, Knight of Pentacles, this has happened through time, right? Somebody's planting seeds for the future and moving on from this bad judgment. He's facing away from that card, right? Moving on from that shit, trying to let it go. Somebody else is holding on to it, however. That's why it's level, because it's 2 sides to it, yeah? One's holding on to it, being greedy, possibly. The other one is letting it go. New drive, new beginning, new passion, butterflies in the belly. I love it. King of Swords, somebody's speaking the truth. This King of Wands doesn't like it. He's still looking at the past, right? He's still looking at the past. Here, dead center in the reading. It's all about memories. It's all about things and tenacity, right? That's what I get out of those lobsters, tenacity. How you do things, right? The Knight of Wands, the messages and everything. The magician. The magician had tenacity. Yeah. Letting it go here, right? or speaking without thinking, maybe something of that kind. Seven of Pentacles, trying to, I feel like somebody's working on their garden or trying to, and it ain't working, you know? It's like, get out of your head. This is a fairy tale. That's what I get out of this. Somebody's very independent, doing well. I feel like that's a very attractive energy. Like they're doing good in a lot of ways, you know? Somebody's been through a lot here. I feel like everybody's been through a lot here. But when you create it, what the fuck do you expect? Jesus. These people didn't believe in karma. I don't care what they say. Now that it hit them in the ass, I bet they believe it now. And I don't even have the Wheel of Fortune or the World on the table yet. I just feel it. Show me. Oops, I'm taking that one too. It fell on the floor. Oh, a couple of them. All right. Temperance reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Three of Swords reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Seven of Pentacles again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, the Hermit down with Temperance down. Wow. Very reckless energies. Scattered, impatient, maybe. You know, these are the kinds of people that are sitting in traffic and they're getting all fucking pissed off. You know, other people are playing it cool and turning up the radio and trying to hold their pee. Kind of thing. I don't know. That just is weird, but whatever. Yeah, you know, I just feel like they're refusing the transformation, they're refusing the healing, you know, making things fair and being unbalanced. Well, what is that exactly? That doesn't even make sense to me. You know, maybe there's like that spell work in there. You know, this is about aggressive behaviors. Look at loaded gun here. Somebody's got a loaded gun. They're brutal. It's like attacking, you know? Knight of Pentacles, planting seeds, trying to let go. Somebody's holding on. I feel like it's a nightmare. You know, this pain happened a long time ago. It's still looming, however. But somebody's heart was broken from this bullshit, right? From this bullshit. This person may be a witch, a starseed, a clairvoyant. They might be into Reiki, you know, that kind of thing. Yoga, whatever. Yeah, they're dealing with the storms. They're dealing with it hard because the truth is here, right? Yeah, and it hurts. Somebody, I feel like somebody wanted to be sacrificed here, but you know, yeah, I'm just, this is pretty intense, this reading already. Seven of Pentacles again. This is the second one. Look at Annie, I'm working on her garden, right? Those tomatoes don't just grow beautiful and juicy if you don't put any care into it, right? Yeah. I feel like she's assessing things, this person, he or she, you know, the out of control, the out of balance, you know, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There's dark matter. Somebody has a dark side here. Somebody has a very dark side, Aquarius. Is it you? Is it them? Is it all of you? I don't know. It's going to depend. Somebody's an empath, though. Somebody's a healer. Yeah, I knew I felt starseed or something. Clairvoyant something. Yep, that proves it. That's number 23, by the way, for a major arcana. If I can get it to focus. Yeah. There's 25 major arcanas in this deck, which is pretty cool because that's a lot more than other decks. It's like 3 or 4 more depending on if you include the Fool or not. Yeah, this is a broken family dynamic for sure. 10 of Pentacles down. I feel like somebody's trying to steal an inheritance possibly from somebody. That could be It's very imbalanced. It's destruction. Um, the Emerald City. That's what this is. I'll show it to you upright. It's supposed to be the Emerald City. Yeah. It's all about love, man, or lack thereof. Yep. All right, I'm going to switch decks yet again. I'm going to get a little more information. The Fool. This free spirit was taking a chance in the past, took a chance, started, trying to let it go, very independent, very abundant in their way, whether it's monetary or spiritually or what, but they took a chance to the future, man. I feel like, yeah, loud and clear, solitariness and desert right there. So I need a bunch of cards, please. A few more. Yeah, this King of Swords and King of Wands here. And this King of Wands looking away. The King of Wands is actually looking right at the Fool now. That could be, the same person. But the King of Swords with this bug or this gnat or whatever that is, they may be like manipulating the truth, or I don't feel like they're using their truth in the good. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't like the bug, the steampunk bug thing there. Something's bugging you. I don't get out of that. Show me. This magician wanted this, I feel. Whoever that is, they wanted it. Alright, I got Knight of Swords reversed, Two of Swords, Five of Cups down, Knight of Pentacles. Didn't I have that before? No. Oh, I had Knight of Wands. So yeah, Knight of Swords, yeah, we can't attack this person anymore, chatterbox, blah, blah, blah. We can't be brutal, can't, whatever that is, pressure. People are under pressure because they can't be cunning and sneaky and a piece of shit. That's pathetic. People really need to put their own behaviors in check. Crossroad decisions. Are we doing this? Are we not? Left or right? Left or right? The magician causing all this ruin and pain and blood spill, the endings, the toxicity, right? People could be in regret here, which means they understand deep down what happened. Are they admitting it? Probably not. They're not taking accountability or responsibility. People might have been grieving, and trying to get over it, trying to move on, and these people are stuck in their own fucking fairy tale. I'm getting mad. This dark matter. Yeah, planting seeds for the future. Sorry, it was getting heavy. I had to move some energy out of the way. And that's how you do it. It's getting heavy in here. Planting seeds, communication, deciding if they want to come forward, trying to make plans, right? Trying to make things fair. Well, I would hope so. Whatever this is. At the very least of it. Queen of Cups down. Seven of Cups down. Yeah, this fairy tale is no more. The illusions, people see it, people know it. They see right through the BS. Yeah, Queen of Cups down. Someone's blocked. My cats are freaking out in the other room. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but they're just playing. They get rough. They're two boys. But anywho, yeah, very blocked. not listening to their intuition, more than likely hateful. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups down. Is this a couple? Is this a mom and dad? Is this a, whatever? Aunt and uncle, grandma, grandpa? Yeah, the illusion's out. There's a new passion here. Whoops, for somebody. All right. But people aren't putting the teamwork in there anymore with the Three of Pentacles down. They've stopped what they're doing. They could be in regret. They understand what they've done. So does that mean no more denial and accepting responsibility and moving on? That's the question, right? This is Seven of Swords. Yeah. Toxic. What the fuck? Thieving. Stealing. Lying about it. Lies on lies. Some people out there are pathological liars or dealing with pathological liars. Yeah, these messages, the memories, there's so much sneaky cunning. I don't like these cards. Nine of Swords down. It's about feeling better, letting it go, moving on. We're not going to be able to feel better until people take accountability and responsibility if, when, and where needed. Period. This is terrible. The brutality of it all. It ruined a family. Really? Grow the fuck up. Somebody needs to be the adult in this room. Get over the hate. I just had a reading similar to this yesterday. Which ones did I do yesterday? You might want to watch either Virgo. Yeah, Virgo was a heavy one. It got me so upset. I was swearing left and right. I didn't even really want to finish the reading, unfortunately, but I got through it. Yeah, I swear, sure, but not usually like that. That's how much of an empath I feel the energy, right? It comes out in me. Oh, Page of Cups reversed, and I think this is at least the second one. Where was it? Didn't I just see this? I don't know. This one is Page of Cups reversed, regardless. Yeah, all right. Doesn't want to reflect. Doesn't want to do the work, right? Very blocked energy, young. These could be kids, or maybe they were kids or something at the time, because I feel like there's been a lot of time here. There's been years, actually. Yeah, planting seeds for the future going forth, giving messages. People are deciding, but they don't really want to. They're very out of balance. They're very, I feel like they're like in desperate kind of, how do I say this, Spirit? Taking desperate measures or excuses or victimhood or whatever the hell that is. Here's Six of Cups again. Ding, 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 ding. These things have been going on since childhood. People need to work on their inner child. Somebody has a free spirit here. This aggressiveness of the past, they hate it. Whoever this person is that went forward. Yeah, of course they don't like it. Who the hell would? Who's going to stay where they're not wanted or appreciated or loved? Nobody, right? Nobody in their right freaking mind. Why would you do that in the first place is my question. What the fuck? The Sun. Exposure. Absolutely. Look at the Chariot moving forward. The power in that. Yeah, the Sun. That's Trump. And this, in all tarot, that's like the best card, really. A lot of good things, you could have, you could be in this like popular energy right now, or someone is, going forth. I feel like there's a victory, something moving, right? Horses, free spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for even pointing that out. With this pain that hurt and the toxins and the spite and the cruelty and the cunning. And, oh my God. It's all here. It's all being represented. The abuse, emotionally, psychologically, financially. It's all of it. It could be, you know, SA. You know, it could be all kinds of things. Tower reversed. Yeah, they're refusing the fucking the realizations. They're refusing it. They don't want to. They're denying it, refusing it. That's the way it, you know. But the sun's here. It's too bad. It's out. You know, they're in denial. They're living a fairy tale. It's in the cards. You know, they're in the storms right now because of the truth. Well, maybe if they just admit to themselves of what they've done and get it fucking out there, and oh my God, I did this already. You know, go out into the mountains, go out into, you know, where nobody's around. I fucking did this already. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. At least forgive yourselves. You know, is the first step of this. People that just are so stubborn they can't even take their own accountability, really, very bitter, very hostile, mean girls energy. We got mean girls. This is very immature, very dark. The magician down. I don't believe it. With the magician up. Ding, ding, ding. This one's black magic for sure. They've created black magic. See, people don't realize that their behaviors and their words are spells. This empath knows. They're working on learning their own lessons, right? Somebody could be in poverty, right? They may be abundant over here and this way, but then they you know, maybe monetarily, they really don't have any, you know, or something like that. Or maybe somebody is stealing their money in a big way, their inheritance, they're taking it. They don't feel like they deserve it. They don't feel, they didn't want this person to exist to begin with, or something. And now that they're being exposed for their hate and their envy and their jealousy and everything, now it's like I feel they're hating on that person even more. Well, they hated the person before, and they hate the person now. What the fuck is wrong with these people is really the question. Because there's too much fucking hate on this earth, period. And it is in so many people and so many families and so many soul tribes and workplaces. It is disgusting. Enemy. No shit. Dark matter. You think? Shout out to the people that can read the cards backwards. This is disgusting. They have completely ruined a family because of their behaviors, their word witchery, their ostracizing, better than thou attitudes, the egos. Yeah, grieving. Somebody's grieving. The widow, male or female. Ugh. Probably because this person has no family anymore. You know? There's another card saying message. It's all about news and communication coming in the next few weeks, Aquarius. Whatever that is to you. I'm going to give you a rune. They're all a little different on the back, so I'll show you that. I really love these cards. How are we going to wrap this up? Right there. The Seeing Stone. That's the back. The Seeing Stone. Carry your truth in your body, firm like trees rooted deep into the earth beneath. They've known the force of strong winds and still stand tall. Yeah, the truth is the truth, and the truth will always prevail. period. These people need to get the fuck over their problems and start healing on themselves and recognizing the shit. Petrified wood brings ancient wisdom and divine timing. Carry a piece in your pocket or keep it beside your bed. That's just the little side note here. Those are your messages, Aquarius. There's a lot going on. I hope you do enjoy your next couple weeks. However, be cool, be kind, be patient. Please just be a good human. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help a girl out. Help other people that like these kinds of messages out by sharing them so they can find them and it's in the algorithm. All right. Thank you. I'll see you in a couple weeks.